Dave said thanks.
What?
We're done? Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I was talking too much, it seems. Tape ran out. So where was I? Back door? So as far as the back door, I really can't lose that. It was approved in 1999 with that construction, and I understand why you would want to take it away now, because of the common factor where everybody is trying to rent out their apartments, you know, and have separate apartments, have all these people living there, and that's not us, all right? And I don't want to do that, but I do need that. It's a convenience, and it would be detrimental to me, and it's not an eyesore. What I want to do with that is just make it a little bit bigger, but it doesn't reflect on these plans because it was taken out to accommodate, again, the FAR, but does the deck in the back of the house increase the FAR as well, or no?
It doesn't affect the FAR.
No.
It doesn't.
Madam Chair, I don't know what you would say, but if he wants to go with those two alterations, he really should submit revised drawings. And I guess maybe just directly to the planning department, we'll send him to DEW if you wish, so you could close the hearing and
Right.
Act on those plans.
Okay.
Okay.
And one last thing.
And
And I
I'm not-
promise we'll all go home.
That's
and
not saying that they'll
You're not getting
approve
the
them.
sunroof.
Look at the sunroom, are you not?
Yeah, don't start.
No, not the sunroom. I understand. We understand why, and you know, that's fine.
Right.
Underneath the addition in the kitchen, there's it says crawl space there. I guess because they're not putting, he didn't put a full basement in there. Is that what that is? I'm asking the question because I don't understand. Is that a basement underneath the kitchen, or is it's just a crawl space? And
Crawl space.
And what is a crawl space?
Just about a 4-foot deep cellar instead of a full-height cellar.
Now, would it be that detrimental to the neighborhood if that was a full basement underneath that area? I understand this part will increase the FAR, but would it be detrimental to the neighborhood if it was underneath the ground, underneath the portion that potentially could be approved?
It has no effect on the FAR either.
What's going on?
It would only have an effect on the FAR if it was more than half above ground or more.
Okay. Okay, so in addition to those things that don't affect the FAR, I could potentially put a basement underneath that, and it wouldn't affect the FAR.
Correct.
Hmm.
And if you're planning on submitting revised plans for the porch and the deck, I would recommend.
And the basement.
I would recommend that you include the basement as well.
Okay. All right, so
All right.
that's...
So
That's
that's what you have to do. You're going to have to revise all these plans again.
I know, Ma.
I don't know who gave you the other information.
You know what? I have an incompetent architect. That's the problem. And, you know...
He knows now.
He came to me... he came to me 2 days before the hearing and gave me these plans, and we're upset with him, you know, and it's how does an architect not contact you through the thing? We tried calling him, and so he just made this.
Okay.
So-
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you back these, right?
Okay.
You're going to
I
have to
would-
redo, and bring them into the planning department, correct? Mr. Flynn, Dave?
Yeah.
Bring them into the planning department,
We'll forward them to DEW,
okay?
and we'll take it from there.
Okay. All right? So you have all three? Yeah. Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. Second?
Is ready, moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Do we have to come back for another hearing, or
No.
no? So just submit new plans to the plan. Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, the next and last case for this evening is case 16755, Michael and Jill Todd, 86 Carmel Road, Carmack, New York. Location, west side of Carmel Road, 1,112 feet south of Marshmallow Drive, Carmack. Property zoned R21 district. The request is a variance to permit environmentally sensitive lands to be altered, and that is slopes in excess of 15%. To allow an accessory structure to be within 10 feet of any slope greater than 15% for an in-ground swimming pool, to increase the height of a fence on top of a retaining wall from 6 feet to 9 feet, to reduce the minimum setback from a fence on top of a retaining wall from 6 feet to 0 feet. And this is an adjournment from August 14th.
Let me have your name and address.
Can you hear?
Mm.
Jill Todd, 86 Caramel Road, Comac, New York.
Okay, raise your right hand, Jill. You swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. You want to tell us why you're here, please?
We built a retaining wall, 2 retaining walls in our backyard 15 years ago. When we built our house, it was a new development off of Scholar. My husband had to have the lot. Is it too loud? Can you hear?
No, go ahead.
He had to have the lot in the court with a 30-foot drop, so I was hysterical, and he built retaining walls, and we did his beautiful yard for the kids, and so that it was safe for my children, because it was all trees and woods. It was horrible. And then I think five years ago, we did a renovation, and he decided he wanted a pool. So when they came to do the pool and do the permits and all that stuff, I had to put in a gunite pool, which I did, because for safety reasons, you have to, it's on a hill. You can't have a vinyl pool. It had to be gunite. We did all that. I got the permit on the pool, my extension, everything that we've done. But because the retaining walls were already built, I had to go through this whole process. So it's been terrible. And there's a fence on it, so I guess I didn't know that our architect put a fence on it so that the kids wouldn't fall off the retaining walls. And it's too close to my neighbor's yards, but they don't have a problem with it. It's been 15 years. And my neighbor has a sump behind his yard. There's nothing there. I mean, you can go see it. And I made my yard better by doing this. That's really it.
Planning, do you have any,
No comments, thank you.
gentlemen?
Really?
No question.
I think I gave you picture. I think there's pictures.
Yeah,
I
we have them.
submitted, you
Yeah.
can't really tell, but
Okay,
that's really it. Nobody's complained, so.
okay. Thank you. All right, is there anyone here that would like to be heard on this application? All right, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the hearing.
So moved. Second.
It's very moved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. That concludes our hearings for tonight. Thank you so much.